Let me share my screen here. Okay. So basically what we have here is, let me move this up a bit. Or can I move myself over here? That people who fall in love are not heroic. And we've gone over some of these issues before about like comedy and actually yesterday and tragedy. And so I added a few more that tragedies have a short yet glorious fate. Comedies last longer and are not as spectacular. In romantic comedies, heroic people aren't allowed to be heroic. And an example of that in the story is Antonio cannot die for what he stands for. Very early, in the shipwreck, he's willing to die. He for the cause kind of thing because he thinks he's all that, but it's not reason enough. It's not allowed in this sense. So let me get my little person up here and let's look now. So the setting is we've gone over a lot of it. A small remote island. Just a refresher here. Story begins at shipwreck. Prospero moves the characters around. So if you can picture him kind of like a chess master, then you're probably not too far off. Excuse me, because he's like planning these events. And the storm is a tragedy, threat to human life. So um, we went over this. In addition to the setting, one goal, Prospero's goal is unification of Italy. So Milan is in the north and Naples is in the south of Italy. So if you were kind of wondering, it's like, okay, so Antonio is the king or the reigning king of Milan, but then Alonso is the king of Naples. You're like, how do the two mix? What's the deal here? So it's Prospero in his plan wants unification of Italy. And that may not make sense right now where we are and what we've talked about, but I'll remind you of this later and it should stick. Then I don't have it here, but there is a link that I'll provide for you, or I'll show you in class of the kingdom. And so it's like there's these territories between the north and the south. And so that area at this time was owned by the Pope or the Catholic Church. And so it hindered them joining together. Let's see here. I changed some of these. And so we've been talking about a few of the characters and their role or their perspective in relationship to freedom. And Prospero, he is his occurs when freedom to him is whenever reason is in control. So he's very philosophical. I don't think I added any more notes here. Let's see. Okay, the theme of wisdom, the wisdom of age. So Prospero, you know, he's a very wise person, but it's because he's already been there. He's already had different experiences in life, and so um, one thing that I think I mentioned yesterday was about political prudence. Well, the leaders cannot be noble when their desires are not noble. That's something to keep in mind. I think these are notes from yesterday. And I think that that may be all the, there's, okay, we'll go over this and then that'll be enough for the day. And well, I want you to go ahead and read chapter or act 4. So, Ariel, freedom is in control when you have no master. I'm wanting you to see these. I know I mentioned them yesterday, but we added Prospero here. Slavery is freedom. This is Caliban. Freedom is being controlled by your desires and doing what you want to. It is a liberation of his desires. Shakespeare says that this is slavery by being controlled by your desires. Prospero, freedom is reason and control of the passion. And Ferdinand, freedom is loving someone or something enough to serve them. So those are the different perspectives of freedom. And that, oh, here's that map that I was showing you. And also, this may help you some, is Prospero on the island. These are the people on the island: Prospero, Miranda, Ariel, and Caliban, and then, the different spirits there. And then Naples, Alonso, Ferdinand. And then we go into, the more minor characters. And I should have some notes on Sebastian for you for tomorrow, and we'll hit on some of the other ones. And then the Court of Milan down here is just Prospero, Miranda, and Antonio. And then and then she, of course, doesn't appear in the play. So down here at the bottom is the map. And let's see here. So here, where did it go? Is Milan, and then here's Naples. So that just kind of gives you an idea. And we have all these little areas in the middle that they call territories. So that may be of help to you. I think that that's all that I have for today. So for tomorrow, just read chapter 4. Excuse me. In addition to that, please do the flip grid, your vocabulary, do the 2 parts. I hope you have a good night. Well, it's night for me. It's 11:06 on Monday night, but have a good day tomorrow, and be safe. Bye.